Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Amber McCray. I want to make sure I jumped on today to just give some more knowledge. So you already know I've been on a trend lately on dropping some free game and knowledge out here, not only for our beauty professionals, but today, guys, I'm going to also be giving some information that clients can use. So just to introduce myself, so you know who I am your lucrative insurance strategist, Amber McCray. I actually help beauty professionals learn how to properly convert their salons to medical hair loss facilities through credentialing, through so they can actually be able to accept things like insurance, government contracting, work with nonprofit organizations, pair with the medical industry, all of those things. Now, today I'm also going to be coming to you guys in the light of being your local clinical trichologist and non-surgical hair replacement specialist because I'm also talking to my clients. I help individuals who are going through alopecia find the solutions to their hair loss through organic solutions. So you know me on both sides, and I put out both sides. Sometimes, I come on these platforms and I'm just speaking to one audience, but my goal is for each audience to be able to benefit from both of it. So though I'm an educator and I help with beauty professionals, I also help my clients as well. And today I'm going to make sure that this topic brings value to both sides. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. So today, I wanted to talk about exploring medical financing options for hair loss solutions. And I know that sounds fancy, so let me just break it down a little bit. When it comes to insurance, when it comes to hair loss services, we know that hair loss services can be covered by insurance, okay? Or clients may be eligible for insurance coverage. And the actual service that is covered is the cranial prosthesis service. And when it comes to that cranial prosthesis service, we're considered durable medical equipment suppliers. So when you are a client who is looking for a hair loss center to go to, or a trichologist or a non-surgical hair replacement specialist to work with, you would come to us and we would be credentialed or certified as a durable medical equipment supplier. So that is what our facility is considered. Of course, you may not see that on our sign, but on paperwork and with these insurance companies, that is what we classify under. And last week, for those who jumped on our live last week, we talked about what is the code that individuals need to ask for when they're checking to see if their insurance actually covers. And that code, I'm gonna just put a refresher out there. That code is A9282. So clients, if you are looking for a hair loss facility that you can go to, and we're trying to figure out what code would be best, that you need to make sure that your insurance actually covers, that code is A9282. Now, let's say you actually have called that company, right? And you realize, oh no, I don't have coverage for that code, okay? Or maybe my deductible is not met. Or maybe I have to have some type of malignant disease before I can get coverage. Or maybe my provider that I'm working with is out of network or not in network and maybe doesn't accept insurance. Or maybe your insurance company doesn't even do reimbursement back where you can get reimbursed back for your services. There are other alternatives that are available for you guys. All right. And that's why I want to bring my topic in today about exploring those other medical financing options for your hair loss services. And sometimes when it comes to that medical financing option, it actually offers more alternatives. It actually will cover more because, like I said, insurance technically covers the cranial prosthesis service, but when you deal with medical financing options, it could it covers more broader things. Like maybe you're getting treatments, maybe you're getting PRP on that plasma replacement treatment, maybe you're getting scalp exfoliation detoxes, maybe you're trying to cover your supplementation. So when we look into these other medical financing options, you can actually get those services covered with this. So for my beauty professionals, what we have to do for these clients to be able to use these other medical financing options, we have to take the time to get credentialed. Like I said, there's credentialing processes for each thing, but you have to basically make sure you're doing the proper sign up process so you can't offer these to your clients. Now, our clients, a lot of times, like I said, they're just, they come to us. We're supposed to offer those solutions, offer those options. All right. So today, what I want to dive into for our beauty professionals is just kind of give an overview of what's available, and also to our clients. First things first, there are nonprofit organizations that you can sometimes that that offer funding to be to clients sometimes that actually help you get coverage for your services. Okay, so those nonprofit organizations are things like American Cancer Society, the National Alopecia Areata Foundation, Wigs for Kids. These organizations actually have funds in their budget set aside to help hair loss clients who are dealing with alopecia or hair loss, depending on what their particular situation is. There are some requirements for that, but depending on your situation, these nonprofit organizations actually will go through and take you through a application process to give you coverage or give you reimbursement to use towards a cranial prosthesis service. All right. So first things first is nonprofit organizations. Okay. Another thing that is not related to insurance is government, working with government agencies. So of course there is a requirement to work with those government agencies. Government agencies require you to be a certain demographic of an individual. So in our case, a big one that I work with is the Veteran Affairs hospitals. So Veteran Affairs hospitals, you typically have to be a veteran to receive this coverage, but government agencies will actually have a budget set aside to help with those clients as well. So there's money set aside to cover prosthetic services for these clients. So if I have a veteran that comes in and maybe their particular policy it requires you to have some type of Medicare coverage, or they have to have some type of, like say, maybe they have to have some type of malignant disease for their policy to be able to get coverage for hair loss, for their hair loss services. What we do is I guide them and give them the steps to say, like, hey, but if you're going to the VA, to the Veteran Affairs Hospital, here's a list of steps that you can follow so we can get you covered at the Veteran Affairs hospitals that's near the closest one that they go to. And you do not have to be 100% to receive this service. A lot of times this actually can contribute to your disability percentage. And so, but it just really is all about the steps to make sure that you're giving that to your client so they can know how to request you and get those services covered through another alternative. Now, on the beauty professional side, what we have to do is do the credentialing process to make sure that we can partner with these government agencies, because if we are not listed as a vendor with these government agencies, we will not receive any type of reimbursement from them. All right. And like I said, I know I'm usually really engaged. I haven't shouted out my people. So if you are jumping on here today, guys, make sure that you put replay down in the chat if you're catching the replay. If you are on here right now, check the live, put hashtag live so I know that you are here and that you are in the building. Okay. So if you are catching us live as we're speaking now, type live in the chat so I can see who's all jumping on. And whether you're a beauty professional or a client, I'm cool with knowing that too. Let me know if you're a beauty pro, a barber, a vendor that offers cranial prosthesis to individuals, or like I said, the other alternative would be if you're a client, put that you're a potential client or a consumer. So just put that in the chat just so I can know who's tapping into this video. Because like I said, we are out here trying to make sure you guys know what is available for our hair loss solutions, of what our hair loss services on the beauty professional side as well as the client side. All right. So, yeah, like I say, so far, for those who are just jumping on, we have went over a few of the organizations that are available to give medical reimbursements to our clients who insurance may not cover. So this is giving payment alternatives or reimbursement alternatives to those who insurance coverage is not going to cover their services. There does not have to be a no. Okay, there are things available. All right, we got some on here live. Great. So other thing, the third thing. So we've done, okay, we do nonprofit organizations. We went over the government organizations, government agencies being another company that will give reimbursement back. And the other thing, guys, that we're going to talk about is medical financing companies that you can actually get signed up with. So beauty professionals, what you would do is you'll get signed up with these medical financing companies. Popular ones are ones like Care Credit, Cherry's another one. Uh, there's even, like I said, I know we'll talk about Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo has like a medical component, but there's a lot of medical financing options out there. But I'm naming the ones who actually specify we cover. They cover the medical expenses of individuals who do not have coverage on their hair loss. They did not have insurance coverage. So we want to make it still medically related hair loss. Of course, there's financing companies that cover any type of matter, but When it comes to medical financing options, we're dealing with your care credits, we're dealing with your cherries. Like I said, Wells Fargo has one, and those of you guys who have my book, which is the Financial Blueprint for Hair Loss Businesses, there is a list of about 8 different companies in there that you can actually get listed with, that you can accept those type of payments from your clients. So basically, the step would be you're becoming a merchant. All right. You're becoming a merchant with these individuals. So when you're a merchant, that means you can offer. Most times they give you like their own portal that you can go process these clients. They can process these clients' information into those portals so they can get payment. Okay. And the thing about these medical options, these medical financing options, they usually offer some more, they offer better interest rates. Some of them do no interest for a certain period of time, because their goal is to help these individuals. Even though their insurance policy may not have done the coverage that they need, these companies will work with these individuals and give them a rate that's a little bit more feasible versus them just using their credit card. Credit card may have a certain type of interest rate, but when you're dealing with these medical financing companies, they can get way more promotional opportunities when it comes to this. All right. So remember, we've done nonprofit organizations, we've done government agency organizations, we've done medical financing organizations, and another one, like I say, last but not least, another alternative is HSA and FSA accounts. So you're dealing with health savings accounts or federal savings accounts. These accounts, guys, are accounts that individuals who have insurance policies, they pretty much pay their premium, but a lot of times they have another alternative in their plan that allows them to have spending money for expenses that are not covered by insurance. All right. As a business owner or beauty professional that offers medical services, we can actually, hello, hey Dominique, thanks for stopping in. We can actually do alternatives where we can offer these payment options for our clients. Okay. So our clients can actually swipe their HSA or FSA cards through our credit card processor. And with that, we can actually get them some coverage from that. Now, the thing about HSA accounts and FSA accounts, you do have to make sure that you are offering services that are covered by these accounts. Because if they are not covered by these accounts, the HSA and FSA accounts will send you a bill saying, hey, we do not cover that. All right. We do not want that to happen. So you want to make sure that you have all your things, all your ducks in a row when you decide to offer these other alternatives for clients, because at the end of the day, we want them to still be able to offset their hair loss expenses, because this is a very, sometimes it can be very traumatic to our clients, or it could be we don't want to make it a hardship. We want to be able to say like, hey, even though insurance may not cover your services, we do have other alternatives set up. And guys, you could never, we cannot ever forget that there are always options of doing payment plans. So if you're a person who has your contracts in place, or you have some type of client a CRM system, a CRM software, which is a client relations management system or software that you can actually go through and give your clients a payment plan where they can get invoices sent out to them. I know some people use PayPal. Some people use Honeybooks. These different systems, guys, will allow you to have a more organized, structured situation where you can have a payment plan for your clients who are dealing with hair loss things. That could be their non-surgical hair replacement. That could be their trichology services. And you just divide it over a period of time so it could be affordable to the clients and something that they can work with in their budgets. All right. So it actually didn't take me long to get through these alternatives, but I just wanted you guys to know what is available for your clients. And as a beauty professional or business owner, what is that you can actually set up in your business or get credentialed for, so you can offer other alternatives when it comes to, hey, your insurance is not being able to cover your service, but here's what we have available. We're not turning down anything, and your client doesn't want to hear that they're getting turned down, because they're trusting you to actually work with them and do their services. When I first got into the hair loss industry, that was one of my biggest things. I'm like, how am I going to offer this new service in my area and the services are a little higher than what they're used to, what people are used to. And I was like, I got to give some type of payment option for them. So for me, it just became a big thing to explore these other alternatives, especially when I saw that insurance doesn't cover for everybody. The insurance does pretty good now. I'm not knocking it, but you sometimes you have lifetime amounts. So how do you tell a person who has gotten insurance for one, only could get insurance coverage one time, that next year you can't get it covered? You can't. So you got to have something set up for them because they're hooked to you. You done gave them the juice. You done gave them the sauce. So you need to have another alternative for them. And so that is what my goal is, to help beauty professionals be able to do that. And so for you guys who maybe you're already in the hair loss industry, maybe you already have gotten certification or training, maybe you're already credentialed with companies, we want you guys to take advantage of our new community, the Med Hair Professionals Network, where I go in personally myself and give industry updates to you guys on what is the latest financing companies, what are the latest insurance trends, what is the latest, like, their updates on applications, what other companies are offering help and reimbursement options. We want you guys to have access to this current news, because we work in real time on a daily basis with our clients and with other beauty professionals nationwide. So we always know what's going on. So we want you guys to join our community, which is the Med Hair Professionals Network. There is a link in the description where you can click and go right to it, and you could get this information, this game, for less than $1.50 a day. And we also go live every month to do Q&A calls. So maybe you need some type of strategy put together for you. When you come to our Q&A call, we can go over there. Or maybe you're stuck doing a claim, or maybe you're not sure how to understand that client's patient eligibility. Join this community, guys, so you could get that information. Now, if you're a client that is tuning into this live and you're just like, hey, I need some help with my hair loss. I'm dealing with hair loss and I need some type of payment alternatives to be able to get some coverage or get some things to help offset my expenses. Well, I have a link for you down in the description as well. And click that first tab in that link for you to have a free discovery call so we can go over the alternatives. Let's go over what you've been doing with the hair loss and what area of the hair loss industry do we need to slide you into. Are you trying to grow your hair back? Are you wanting hair restoration? Or are you needing a non-surgical hair replacement alternative to give you an immediate style? All right. If you're having any challenges clicking any of those links, just type ready in the chat and we will make sure we get back with you on those alternatives. But I do want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to jump in today. And like I say, type that ready in the chat. Catch this replay. If you are catching the replay, put hashtag replay. If you're catching it live, make sure you put hashtag live. And I want to thank you all for allowing me to come on here and just share some knowledge with you guys. Share this out to your friends, share it on your platforms, and let's get the word out about how we could truly help our clients here in 2024. Thank you.